Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and our home team. With that, we head out to Las Vegas. Standing by with the call, a couple of high rollers, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals team. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Akers. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, but you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Carr now on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The numbers from last week's game for Ebron: 9 catches, 95 yards, and a score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Ebron caught left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. From the 27, Trubisky. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Open is Swaim, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a...
And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Carr. It's Hill, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. On 2nd down now, Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Trubisky, and that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Carr now to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Trubisky into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go, D.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Bengals score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. This is Hill on the draw play. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. On 2nd down, it's Hill. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
We got 4. We got 4. Check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd down, Akers. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Off the draw, here's Hill. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Carr to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Last stop. Last stop.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 44, Trubisky got his man. It's Eifert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw his Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. It is the final weekend of the regular season, final day of the calendar year as well. A lot of action to update you on, so let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In our game, it's been Mitchell Trubisky who's looked sharp thus far. His guys have the lead as we get you back out to Vegas and rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman.
Royce Freeman, the ball
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. To the left side here for Eifert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down now. Akers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Carr, and he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This will be fielded at the 17. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Akers. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He's across midfield with a 38-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down. Another carry for the running back.
We got this.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Trubisky's pass. Complete to Tyler Eifert. A gain of 15. First down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check the hot read.
Trubisky's pass. Complete to number 24. Brings up 2nd and 9. 27-yard line. Trubisky's pass. Intended for John Ross. Incomplete.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Trubisky's pass. To the sideline and incomplete. Highway Santos on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt. His kick is good. Makes the score Bengals 19, Raiders 13.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get tight. Let's go, let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
57. Ready? I got one, I got one. That's it.
Barr's pass. Intended for Upper Renfro.
Double
Incomplete.
tight, double tight.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
First down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. To throw, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Big hit. Nice 57, 57's right. Go, go, go.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Carr now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the division title out of reach, we know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
So it's just a matter of adjusting now, isn't it? And what I mean by that is mentally. Every team starts the season thinking, let's go for the number 1 seed, right? Being the top team. Number 2 is pretty great, too, because you get the opening bye and you're at home after that. But it doesn't matter at this point. Just getting in and you just sit down and talk to your team. Would you rather go on the road and deal with someone, or would you rather stay at home for the playoffs? Let's go on the road and go take someone out.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4.
On 3rd down, Akers. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing here, Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st down, Carr. And this is incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. It's Hill, complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by Joseph is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go!
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's got room. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that's a score on him. That's how you score on him.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Boys, let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Push him back. Push him back.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Come on, baby.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now Trubisky to throw. And Eifert has it. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh no, he lost the football.
Let's get it. All day,
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit?
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
We got it. We got it.
And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Freeman again. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Get him, boy.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Trubisky readies the offense. Down by 2, 26 seconds to go. Got his man, it's Eifert. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Here's Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the home team here, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the